Yacht check-in, step by step.
Dzień dobry, cześć.
Hello
Ahoy.
and ahoy.
Chcę wam
I want to
powiedzieć
tell
o
you
czymś,
about something
co na
that
pewno
you will
was
surely encounter
jeżeli
if you want to
zamierzacie
charter a yacht,
wyczarterować jacht. A mianowicie
specifically
o zaokrętowaniu, czyli procedurze check-in.
check-in. For those who have already done
to
this,
robili, to pewnie był
it is a
pomysłem,
breeze.
a dla
However,
tych, którzy
this may be a problem for those doing it for the
pierwszy
first
raz,
time.
może być to
Maybe not a
problem.
problem,
Może nie problem, ale na pewno zadają
but they have
sobie
many questions on the
mnóstwo pytań na ten
subject.
temat,
I
a
hope
ja mam nadzieję,
that I can soon
że za
answer
chwilę
them.
wam je rozwieję. Tak się zrymowało.
Okay,
Wyobraźmy sobie,
let's imagine that our
zbliża się
vacation on a yacht is fast
zaczyna się
approaching,
dzień naszych wakacji
that
na
we
jachcie.
arrive at the
Pojawiamy
marina.
się w marinie. Pierwsze miejsce,
The first
jakie
place we
należy
visit is the
odwiedzić,
operator's
to
office.
biuro operatora. Tam należy przyjść w
That's where
pierwszej
we first
kolejności,
go and say
przywitać się,
hello,
dzień dobry,
that we're
już
here.
jestem. Może się zdarzyć,
It may turn
że
out, in the information that you
w
obtain on the
informacjach,
base,
które dostaniecie,
that the office is
nie
not
będzie
indicated on the map,
napisane office,
but
na
rather
mapce,
a meeting
ale
point
meeting
is.
point, czyli miejsce spotkania. Dlaczego?
Why?
Zdarza się,
It happens
że
that a yacht
operator
operator does
jachtu
not have an
nie
office at the
posiada
marina,
biura w marinie, tylko
but
gdzieś
somewhere outside.
poza. Wynika to
This
z
is due to
infrastruktury
infrastructure
albo
or lack
miejsca.
of space.
I
Then,
wtedy ktoś z
someone
tego
from the
biura
office
przychodzi
comes
do
to
was.
you.
Jest
This
to
is
dużo
much more
wygodniejsze,
convenient
aniżeli
instead of
chodzenie
going somewhere into the
tam
city,
w miasto, ażeby załatwić pewne sprawy, w związku z czym ktoś przychodzi
so
do
someone
was
comes to you
ze
with all
wszystkimi dokumentami,
papers
ze wszystkimi
and
papierami.
documents.
Też tak może
This
się
may be
zdarzyć.
the case,
Ale
but let's
wróćmy
return
do
to our
naszego
office.
biura. My dzisiaj
Today we have an
biuro,
office.
czyli
We go to the
zbliżamy się
office,
do
say
biura,
hello,
mówimy,
and announce our
dzień
arrival.
dobry, już jestem. Należy
You should
pamiętać, aby
remember
mieć
to
ze
have
sobą
all necessary
wszystkie
documents when we
niezbędne
go there,
dokumenty, tak? Żeby mieć je przy sobie,
namely
kiedy się
a
tam
board
wchodzi.
pass that you will
Czyli
receive shortly
board
before
pass,
the
który
cruise,
otrzymacie zaraz przed rejsem, listę
a crew
załogów,
list,
uprawnienia
and
żeglarskie,
sailing licenses required to sail a yacht.
wymagane do prowadzenia jachtu.
It may
Także
also
może się
occur
zdarzyć, że
that
będą
crew
wymagane
documents may be required.
dokumenty załogi. Bywa.
In
Oprócz
addition,
tego
money
pieniądze
for all things that
na
must be
te
paid
rzeczy,
for
które
on the
należy
spot.
zapłacić na
That
miejscu,
is,
tak? Czyli
cleaning,
sprzątanie końcowe trasy,
transit
to
log.
różnie to się nazywa.
There are various names for
Może jakieś
this,
dodatki,
maybe some
które
additions that you
chcą
ordered,
puścić, silnik do pontonu,
an engine for the
siatka
dinghy,
bezpieczeństwa
safety
dla
net for
dzieci.
children.
Ale
But remember to
pamiętajcie,
have
mieć
counted money
wyliczone
ready for these
pieniądze
additions,
na te dodatki, tak? Żeby,
so it
żeby
doesn't turn
okazało się,
out
że
that
akurat
you
nie
don't have
mieliście
your wallet
portfela,
with you,
albo
that the sailing
że
licenses
patent
are in your
żeglarski
wife's
jest
handbag,
żony, że musicie na
then you
niego
have to go
wrócić.
back for it.
Miejcie to
Have
wszystko
everything
ze
with
sobą.
you.
Oprócz
In
tego
addition,
również
a credit card for the
kartę na
deposit.
wakacje.
It is
Dlaczego
important to
warto
have
mieć
all this
wszystko
with
od
you
razu?
so that
Żeby to
everything
poszło
proceeds
sprawnie,
efficiently,
szybko
quickly,
i wygodnie.
and
Zdarzyło
conveniently.
mi się kiedyś,
I once had
że
the experience
przed
that in
rejsem
front of me
przede
in the
mną w
line was a
kolejce
group
do
of
biura
students,
była jakaś grupa studentów i oni,
and because it was
była to
possible,
taka możliwość,
they had their
gotowali
deposit
gotówce.
in cash.
Cała załoga
The
się
entire
wokół
crew
się
pitched in for the
zwróciła.
deposit,
Chyba
probably
wszyscy
breaking open their
rozwinęli
piggy
skarbonki,
banks,
bo zamiast
and instead of
wyliczonej
having the amount
gotówki
prepared, they had a large bag of money.
Ta biedna
The poor
kobieta
woman at the
musiała
office had to
to
count all this, which took a
przeliczyć,
long
zajmowało to
time.
mnóstwo czasu. My,
The
nas
line
zbierało
became
się
longer,
coraz
and all of
więcej,
this was
było zupełnie
unnecessary.
niepotrzebne. Czyli
So,
pamiętajcie,
remember to
aby
have
mieć
all
wszystkie
necessary
niezbędne
documents,
dokumenty, tak? Czyli
just like I
tak jak
said
powiedziałem
before,
wcześniej, nie? Uprawnienia
a sailing
żeglarskie,
license,
lista
a
załogi,
crew list,
wyliczone
counted
pieniądze,
money,
i tą kartę
and a
kredytową,
credit
żeby
card
zabezpieczamy
if we use it for the
karcie
deposit.
kredytowej, kaucję, depozyt za jacht.
If we take care of all formalities at the office smoothly, which should be quick, they may or actually will ask us to see the yacht. This can take place in various ways. Either they will show us where the yacht is, will give us a checklist of fit-out to review when we get there, or perhaps someone from the office will go with us to the yacht, or we may go to the yacht where someone will meet us so that we can make sure that everything is there. When we are already on the yacht, either alone or with someone who can help us with this, never the entire crew about which I will talk later, or if, for example, our English is poor and we can take someone to act as an interpreter for everything to move efficiently, we go on the yacht, and there we first deal with a checklist on fit-out. We count the number of reflectors, life jackets, forks, and spoons. I also check these things not because I'm worried that someone will cheat me or that I will be charged, as generally no one at the office takes such an approach. It is simply to make sure that nothing is missing during the cruise. Let's say that there are 8 of us, but only 6 forks because 2 of them sunk earlier, and the forks will have to be shared. I check this, and if anything is missing, I ask the operator who will without any problem replace it. After we check the fit-out, we then look for any flaws or damage to the yacht that we also mark in the handover report. We mark whether there is any scratch on board, whether the pushbit is bent by any previous crew, or whether any hinge or handle is broken. We mark all of this in the report. Finally, as we obviously do this with the operator employee, finally, he shows us how to use certain things on board, that is, what certain ropes are used for, how to fold sails, how to turn on the engine, or how to use the anchor pulley. Try to repeat this in his presence. It may happen that he will click on something, everything seems to work, and he leaves, after which it turns out that it doesn't work, and we have to find him to show this again to us. Okay, so after we have reviewed the checklist, noted any flaws, and know how to use everything, we bid the operator goodbye, and the yacht is now at our disposal. However, we do not yet invite the crew because it is worth the time to once again check everything. If we want to again check how the plotter works, where the valves were, and we take the crew on board with all its baggage, there will be commotion, and it may turn out that the valve that we were looking for is somewhere under a bag. So, let's give ourselves some more time. I understand that everyone is tired from travel, wants to take their place and start their vacation, but let's remember that this is for everyone's safety. We have to become most acquainted with the yacht. When we check out the yacht, I do one more thing, actually 2. When we're done and the operator leaves, I photograph the yacht all over, inside and out, so that I have documentation. Let's remember that when taking possession of a yacht, it is impossible to check everything exactly. It's not possible. There are far too many minor elements that may be bent or something may happen. Why do I do this? That is because today we take possession of the yacht, but return it 1 or 2 weeks later. It may turn out that certain flaws will be uncovered when checking out. However, the photographs will constitute proof that this was not our fault. So, this is a certain insurance of oneself. If it turns out that the stern basket is bent somewhere, I can then show photos from the first day showing that it was already bent. Then everything is all right. It may be the case that they did not notice it after the previous client. There is another thing that concerns many clients, namely the diver. They ask why the diver is able to go underneath to determine any damage, whereas we cannot. Diving is not allowed in port. Only a professional diver is allowed to do so. But I have my own method for this. I have a waterproof GoPro camera that I attach to a hook and film around underneath. If anything raises my concern, I go to the operator and say that there is a scratch. I can then rest easy in knowing that no one will want to cheat me. This rarely occurs. Only on internet forums have I heard of such cases, but have never personally experienced one. Now I am more relaxed. Of course, those photographs and GoPro camera pictures are taken after the operator leaves. I do not treat him as a policeman. Let's try to become friends with him and remember that today he gives us a yacht, and in 1 or 2 weeks we'll take it back. so it's better to maintain friendly relations.
przyjacielskich relacjach. I jak już
After I have gone through the
zrobiłem
checklist,
checklistę, sprawdziłem,
learned
czy
how
to
everything works,
działa, sprawdziłem
checked this
potem sam,
myself,
zrobiłem sobie
and have
zdjęcie,
made
to
photographs,
jest moment na to,
the time has
aby
come to
zaprosić
invite the crew,
załogę, która
which by now wants to enter. So I invite them in, we unpack, and then indeed begin our vacation. So, as not to take up more time, I thank you and wish you a foot of water under the keel,
i spokojnych
peaceful sailing.
zaokrętowań i wyokrętowań. Do zobaczenia.
See you on the water. Did you like our film? Give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel.